Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and welcome back to the program, and thank you for once again letting us into your home. This week we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be joining the illustrious world of fighting games. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one, throwing out some uppercuts and chucking some Hadoukens, so let's get started, shall we? The first thing we have to understand is what we're going to be using as far as the palette in our fighting game. And there's a variety of colors, or buttons as I like to call them, that we'll be using for today's demo. Now you're going to see a graphic on the screen showing all the buttons we'll be using, starting from a counterclockwise motion of roundhouse, fierce, strong, jab, short, and forward. But today we're going to be focusing on something very specific. How do you throw those fireballs? What do you do to get a shoryuken, an uppercut? A lot of people have these questions, and I've received several letters asking. So I figured that we should get started, and what better way than an old classic of mine, Super Street Fighter II Turbo. This machine came out in the mid-90s and is an absolute blast. I love playing it myself, and oh, look! It's our turn. Now the first character we'll start with is Ryu. He's a happy little Japanese fella. He summons energy from his heart and throws out these spiritual fireballs. It's quite cool, and guess what? You can do the same. The motion for this move is down, down, forward, and forward. Now even if you're on one of those old gamepad thingies, you might actually find a little bit of success doing the same methods here. You're going to want to roll your input from a down to a forward. Now of course, you can't press down, down, forward, forward. That'd just be silly. You actually have to roll the entire stick from down to forward. This is a very smooth motion, and once you add a punch button, either the jab, the strong, or the fierce, look what happens. Mystical energy. It's like magic. It makes me so happy every time. This is the easiest method that Ryu can throw actual fireballs. And summoning these isn't too difficult when you get used to it. Just roll that stick from down to forward repeatedly. That punch button, you gotta make sure you press it. You press the devil out of it, I tell you. I think we got it. Ryu's a good character because he's composed of a very important color, titanium white. And when he's on the screen, he stands out significantly compared to the rest of the cast. Now, if we move on, we want to throw out some uppercuts. Ken is the best example. Would you believe? He summons fire from his fists to do it. He's a rich son of a gun too. Let's give it a shot.
Round one, fight.
Now this one's going to be a bit more tricky. The motion for it is forward, down, down, forward. Meaning that you're going to have to do something a bit different than the fireball. But we all remember what that fireball motion was. Just down to forward and roll it. It's simple, like you're rolling down the street on some rollerblades. Good times in the summer, you know? So with that, we're gonna go from forward to down. And that might seem a little complicated to you, but don't worry. Think of it this way. Walk forward or tap forward, and then do a fireball motion, and press punch. See what happens. Oh, there it is. You got an uppercut. Feels so good. Sometimes there's little shortcuts, things will make things easier, and that's not a bad thing. It doesn't make you a bad player, it's not a mistake, it's just a happy little accident. So today we learned how to throw fireballs and use the almighty shoryuken uppercut, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's all the time we got on our program today. Thank you very, very, very much for letting me into your home once again. God bless, get good, and I'll see you next time.